Alright guys, today we're going to be changing the expansion valve on this 2015 Mack Pinnacle. Here's your new parts. Came with 2 little O-rings in there with you. But if not, the last ones you replaced, they all came with big bags. Alright, let's get into this. You will need a 13mm bolt. Let me get up here real quick. Alright, we will need a 13mm bolt. Gotta remove this air box. There'll be 2 bolts here, as well as right down there's 2 more. Alright. First, I'm gonna grab loosen this up. Just sucks I can't use my electric ratchets because my snap-on batteries took a crap. Them are the least longest I've ever owned a tool before the batteries died, was on them electric ratchets. Let me go ahead and get this set up, and let me grab the screwdriver, the thing I need to pull this off. Give me 1 second here, guys. Today I'm using my Samsung Bud Pro 2s or Bud 2s for the mic and for the hearing, because I love these headphones, and with the air compressor and everything, and the air purge thing for the compressor, it gets loud, so we're going to use that. Alright, loosen this bad boy. If you're lucky, it'll come right off. Stuff's a little crusty. Turn the crust off of this bad boy. Alright. Should come off just fine. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and start to remove these bolts. I'm not going to be able to get you all up in there with me, but I'll take you along in the spots I can. Don't forget your extension, guys. Whoa. Hopefully I slid my box right next to me. So I'm lazy, I don't gotta be jumping up and down every 5 seconds. I've already removed the filter. There's no need to, but it just... let's wait. So. If you have them, you can just set your bolts anywhere, but I tend to drop and lose bolts like crazy. So I'm going to grab one of my bolt cans. I'm missing one actually. These little Matco, can you see it? Matco little containers. Man, the camera is dirty. Well, it's not that bad, I guess. Alright, we'll come up in here and get these other 2. These 2 right down in there. Maybe. Oh yeah, this one is a nut and bolt. Give me 1 second. Let me grab an adjustable wrench if I got either or in my little box. Adjustable. Hopefully I can get it down in there. I'll be in the way for just a sec. Come on. Try not to lose that. I'm going to leave the last bolt in there for a minute. Try to climb up here. I'm going to order one of them creepers that you lay on. It stands up over the motor. Them are awesome. I don't know if I can even get this one in here. There's all these hoses in the way. Luckily rubber bands, right? Let's see. It's trying to rubber's trying to shoot it right back out in the hose. This will only take a second though, so. Man. These hoses are good and strong. that bolt. Alright. Take this other one out first. You could possibly get the windshield fluid bottle out without taking this off, but it's just way easier with this out of the way. You can lift it up and straight out. If not, you'd have to twist and turn and all that other crazy stuff. So I'm not trying to do that, so I'm just gonna unhook her. Maybe. She hasn't been off here in a while. Alright, let's set her up there. This dust has got my nose going crazy. I'm trying to prop you guys up here somewhere. Alright, let's see. I don't know how good this is going to work. I think it's good. Let me get behind the camera and see if I can see it. I got my GoPro in the car, but it's dead. And I forgot my, well, close enough, I guess. If I took this off, I could actually get you all the way up there. Hold on. Let me do that. I don't want to drop my phone. I paid $1,200 for this. First time I ever got a real phone, or like a real expensive phone. This one and my 23 Ultra or 24 Ultra. This is the new one. It's a 25. Yeah, that one's on there good. That one don't want to move. I'm just gonna have to make do without moving it. Let's see. I probably should have planned my phone location before I started this, but that was a, let's see, how's that? You can see the bolt here, there's 2 underneath and 2 on this side. 6 bolts total. And then I grab my impact. Alright. In this particular truck, it's behind here. The expansion valve, you pull all this stuff off, pull the tank off, it'll be right there, like kind of embedded into the, there's like a little cutout, I believe, on this one. It's in like a big foam block shoved inside of it. But on the other ones, I believe our Volvos, it's just right on the side. Whoa. Take that guy off. Alright, let me grab. I believe we're rocking a 10mm here. Sounds about right. Alright, got my extension. If I can get this. I've been sick. I just had pneumonia. I'm still getting over it a little bit, but I was super sick last week, so I didn't post any videos last week at all. I don't believe. I was too sick. That looks small. I know it's not a 9, but for shits and giggles. Yeah, so it's actually alright, I'm gonna pop these out. Man, I hate the batteries took a crap on me. And my snap-on electric ratchets. Alright, pop. We got a little bit of a leak back there. And the valve cover leak. Look at that bad boy. See down in there? It's not good. I should make sure I can see again. I moved the camera. Man, I shouldn't have came back to work yet, but you can't get paid sitting on your butt. Oh, they're right here. This one's weird. It's right here. Hold the screw for me. Not going to take the chance of the screw staying in there and fall out no matter what. Or the bolt, whatever you want to call it. Alright, going to remove this plate. being sick. Alright, you can remove the sensor. It's not a big deal. Either or, because I believe I'm just gonna remember if the hose is reached. The pump wire, yeah, if I just cut this zip tie, it will. Chop the zip tie. Only so we can pull this up and out of the way. Alright, I'm going to go and grab 2 big zip ties to hang this up out of the way, and I will be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. We are 10 and a half into the video, I think, something like that. I've already, before I started this, oh, one other thing. This is something I do. You don't have to do, but I'm goofy with my bolts. If they're all the same size, I like to put my bolts in the exact same holes they came back. Not the exact same, but for the exact part. Like, those ones are for that. I want to keep them on the firewall. I don't want to switch them over to this side. No big deal. It's just, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. So I'll drop a little dot to let me know where the bolts came from, so I know which spot to put them back on. Like I said, it's nothing. I'm just weird. Little bolt. I believe there's one more at the bottom, but I'll get it when I get to it. So all the bolts will have a dot, and I'll know that's where they go. I told you I was weird. Alright, let's go ahead and get this one on. And get a longer extension. Super long, boring video, but on my other videos, I'm just starting projects and just telling you what to do, not showing you step by step. Trying to make it a habit to change that. A long, crusty bolt. This is the one that gets wet all the time. That's why. So it's hot and rusty. Alright, I'm going to drop my little yellow dot on that bolt so I know it goes to the tank. And once I undo this bolt, the tank will drop, or should drop. I don't gotta lift it far out of the way, just let me see if that zip tie held this cable too. Sure did. Alright. Tank out of the way. I'll show you the expansion valve. This legitimately only needs to set like right here. Grab a couple zip ties to hold it up. I don't want it falling over and dumping out everywhere. At least this way, if it falls off, it's not going far. Just because that's on some sharp metal, I'm going to throw one more in there. Safety. Alright. There we go. Alright. Now back behind here is our valve, guys. Maybe I can get you up there with me. Alright, I already drained the Freon, but who knows if... Usually when we drain it, it's still, you know, has a little bit of pressure. Our air machine's been messed up. This will pull off the little cap. Same thing with this. I'm going to pick a different color and I'm gonna mark a color for this. Like I said, it's not, you don't have to do it. Them bolts are literally all the same exact bolt, same length, same thread, same everything. So I just like putting the bolts back where they come from. See? Red. Just for that way, don't gotta have 10 different bolt bins. Alright, let me step back a little bit because, like I said, every time I do this, I drain it, but there's always a little bit of extra juice left in there. I'm gonna get a screwdriver. Grab my phone so if it does, I don't pop anything out. I'm gonna do this with 2 hands, guys. Put you down somewhere. I don't want you that close, so how about this? I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. I'm gonna pop these 2 out and get the pressure release if there is any left, and then as soon as I get these out, I'll come right back and let you see me pop this off, the expansion valve out. I'll be right back. Let me come back here for 1 second. See what I did? I legitly just put the screwdriver in there and pried just a tiny bit, and it's just said boom and exploded stuff. I don't know if you can see it all, but it's everywhere. It's all over my face, it's all over. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's all over my face. Yeah, that's why I moved the camera back. And I paused it because I usually keep that metal, the cover, I usually keep it on there and just loosen it so it don't shoot out like that. But I'm trying to hurry up. We got a lot of work to do tonight and a little bit of time to do it. But that's why, even if you drain your Freon, you still got pressure in there. And that was a lot of pressure because that literally, this thing, when it shot out, hold on. When this thing shot out, it literally went way up here like, phew, if it wasn't for that, is that zip tie? Nope. If that wasn't there, it would have shot like this, legit. When I popped it free, it went way up here, and that's a pretty tough hose. And it shot way up. Alright. Let me go ahead and get this stuff wiped out, get my face cleaned off, and I'll be right back. Alright, here's your expansion valve. Just pop these 2 Allen heads out and she'll come right out. You put the new O-rings in and grab it. But I forgot to grab Allen wrenches. So I'm going to take a walk to my box and grab some Allen wrenches. Sucks you can't zoom. Oh no, it wouldn't let me zoom out earlier. Now it is. So if you guys were zoomed in on all that video, I'm sorry. I tried to zoom out before I started and it wouldn't let me. It said not available for this mode, but now it just let me. Alright. Let's see. On the right side. This little crescent case, oh my god, it has all the basic sizes, the standard sizes you use for stuff like this, and looks like I got the right one in there. Like I said, usually your main Allen head or main Torx bits, star bits sizes, the common size that's always used, they're in this crescent set. I bought it off an old couple at a yard sale, was brand new, still had a sticker on the back. They wanted like, I think 25 bucks for it. I paid $10. Then I bought another socket set of crescent like this for 12 bucks. So it's an H4. Small. Maybe I don't have the size in here. This seems too small. Oh. It could be snugger, but this H3 works. So we're gonna run with it. This bolt shouldn't be stupid tight. 532. So I'm gonna actually grab a ratchet for this. Aluminum likes to strip easily. So I'm gonna grab a ratchet. I'm gonna pop that bad boy out. We're using the Mack BFR 128 BFLX flex head. I love this ratchet. I use this ratchet for everything I do. I got like 10 ratchets and this is the one I use. This is my go-to. Ooh, yeah, there she goes. I believe it comes with new bolts too, so if you happen to drop these or lose them, it's not a huge deal. Because I'm pretty sure it comes with new ones. But there we go. Alright, grab this last one out of here. That's pretty much the only reason why you gotta move that air filter out of the way. I mean, like I said, it's doable without taking it out of the way, but it's 4 bolts to lessen the headache that would be if you left it. Alright. Man, this bumper just ripped my pants. Grab a screwdriver, pop her out. Be careful you don't mess up the part that is inside of there. I got this camera all up in the way, making my job difficult to bring you guys videos. Not really difficult. Alrighty, here we go. This is the old one. There we go. Alright, let me get the new one out and ready. Change your O-rings, folks. Change your O-rings. There should be 4 total. They're all the same. There's 2 small, 2 medium. Oh, where's the other part? Right there. You don't have to change this. Legitly, you don't. There's nothing different. Like, this is the new one. This is the old bolts. Everything is all the same. It's just if you don't feel like digging up in there in that little hole, I'll show you. That's all it is it holds the lines. 1 second, let me squeeze back in between these tires. See? It legit just holds the lines. Nothing, like I said, I'm not going to change it because it's a B word getting back in there. But change the O-rings though. Let me get a little pick to pop them out. What did I just do with my pick? I just had it. I was using it to open up filter packs. This is my cart, by the way. It's a little. I've had this Matco cart. This thing, or not Matco. This Harbor Freight cart. I had this thing for about 5 years, I think. Yeah, because I got it the first year we moved out to Point Place. I'm just not seeing it, but I just used it. This cart is so tough. I legitly. I have a pick, but I want my 90. I'm gonna go grab the 90 out of my box. I hope it's in there because I was using it the other day to open up filter packages, but I don't remember putting it back. So I hope it's not on the back of a truck somewhere or laying in the garbage. All right, let's go see if we can. Let's go get my 90. Oh, but anyways, that Harbor Freight cart, I ran it over. I've knocked it over with the skid steer. I hit it with 25 Hyundai forklift. I dropped from pretty high up forklift tires on it. Well, we got this one. I don't know where my 90 is at, but this will work. And what's left on the back of the truck? Anyways, I dropped a 9K forklift front wheel, the big fat solid rubber wheel. Weighs, I don't know, 100, I think. Probably more, 150 pounds, maybe 200. Somewhere between 100 and 200 pounds. I dropped it. I was trying to go in between. It was this and something else that was fixed there. I think a bench or something. I tried to go between them, so I lifted up the forklift and I hit a bump and the tire started to swing. This was closed. It landed right on top of it. Never damaged it. I love that cart. And that over there is my Craftsman box. Right, let's see, or my Snap-on box. Right at the tip of this pick. Let's see. Right in between where the red lines are, that's my box. It's an Epic series, or a Classic series. Triple bank, 78 or 75 foot inch. I mean, not a foot, that'd be a huge box. Alright, we're gonna pop these seals out. Before we discard those, we're gonna make sure they match the green ones. As long as they're the same size, you're good to go. And they are, in fact, the exact same size. So this never leaked before, but I'm still gonna change it. Always change your seals when you get new seals. Unless you're one of them people that believe in the if it ain't broke, don't fix it thing. I believe in that, but not for everything. If you put this back together and it leaks, then you're gonna have to take it all back apart. Make sure she's seated up against the back. Grab your next little one. Make sure these two match. Are they the right size? Same size? And they are. This purple one might be like a tiny butt hair bigger, I think, but it could just be stretched from being stretched over the hole. If this is hard to put on it, nope, good to go. She fits. Slide her back. Make sure she's seated up against the back. And like I said, this is not a must to change. This is just if you feel like fighting your hands back in there. I don't. This is not at all important. I mean, it is to hold it in place up there, but if it ain't broken, it's not important. Okay, your new expansion valve is going to have these plastic stickers on it. Oh, let me change the ones on the other end first. This one's got this one had 3 different sizes. And see this one right here? This one is bad because it's flush with, like it's flat, even kind of dipped into the groove. So this one is bad. It just wasn't leaking, unless it was leaking back in the firewall. So we'll pop her out carefully in case the other one ain't the right size, but they should all be the same sizes. Let me go ahead and size these up real fast over here on my bench. Yep, that one fits. I'm gonna wipe her off, make sure there's nothing fell into the groove. If you guys would like for me to make all my videos like this, like do the full step-by-step repairs, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, that feels way better. You can actually see how it bubbles over the groove. The other one didn't. It was setting down in it, flush. Like this one is, oh, that one's really bad. That one's flush with the, yep. These definitely were at the end of their life. Get this bad boy out of there. Come on, baby. That's why I miss it. I'm gonna find my 90. It's not in my box, so I must have, unless I just didn't look good enough, that's a possibility too, because I just glanced over. Alright, I'll show you on camera. Let me clean it up a little bit. You can see how flat this thing is. This seal was at the end. This camera is amazing. See, it's flat compared to this one's round. That one is flat. They look different size. Let me see. Hold up, hold up. It is. That little one fits inside of that green one. It's not good. Let me see how loose it is on there. I have another set of these, so I have the size that go. Nope, that's way too big. You can tell by looking at it. Alright, let me go grab my bag of seals for these. See if I got the right size, and I'll be right back. If I can get this one back off. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Okay. Now we changed the other two. Each one came with a bag of seals like this. This one just now, it only came with 4 seals. This is why you never throw stuff like this away. I know this is rated for this because it came with another one. This is the size we need. It don't look like it on the camera, but up to each other, this is, if I can get it there. This, see, the yellow disappears. This is the size we need. I have like 6 of them in one bag and 4 in the other one of this exact size. That's why you never throw away parts or extra stuff when it comes with it. You never know. But since this is so fresh, it is the exact size, but it's so fresh. Oh, no, but it actually came on pretty easy. Now, you see the big bump? You know it fits now. Or you know it's good. Alright. Pop these stickers off. Just to keep stuff from getting into it. Alright. The side width, the extra hole goes facing outwards because that's what that plate mounts onto. So you'll get her lined up in there pretty straight. You can see through the top hole, so you know you're doing it right. You can see through the top hole, so you know you're lined up pretty good, pretty accurate. Then you just shove her in until she don't shove in anymore. And then when you tighten up that plate, it's gonna seat it into, and I wish I could get you guys off to the side to see it. I don't want to drop my camera. I want to bring you guys the footage, but I don't want to drop my nice expensive phone here. No, to a lot of you guys, $1,200 ain't nothing, but to me it is. I'm just a diesel mechanic. And if you look inside the hole, you can see it's sitting flush to the spot. Let me see if I can zoom into it. Where it's supposed to be, so you know the O-ring on the other side of it is seated perfectly. That, let me see if I can get my pick. When it's in all the way perfect, you see that lip right there? That will just sit over that flat, that bottom edge right there, and you can see the little edge of it hanging over top. That's how you know it's in there. Alright, so let me one last little pusher. Let me grab the plate out of here. Oh man, which way did it go? I can do that. I don't remember. Can't remember. What? You can see from the side to know. Let me zoom back out. See, it's almost closed gap. Once you tighten that plate up there, it will be a closed gap. Or the gap will close. Let me get that zip tie off of there. Right here with my cutters. I had these Blue Point cutters for about as long as that box, about 5 years, 6 years. And boys, I've definitely seen better days. And you will 100% know which way this goes because it goes over the fitting box. This box is bigger than this box, so obviously the small one won't go over the big one, see? Ooh, almost forgot to put the screws back in. That would have been bad, wouldn't it? See, getting ahead of myself. Oh yeah, that bottom one is, oh, they're both locked in. But I gotta get them out because, dang it. Oh yeah, them seals are super good now compared to how it was. hear it snap out. Snap like it was a puzzle piece. Or like it was one of them storage containers. That's how you know them seals are working perfect. Or them O-rings are perfect. Work for this. Oh, I'm broken. Found a tool on my box. I was getting nervous. I don't know what I went to. Make sure this is the same size Allen. No, it's not. Oh, it's a. Okay. The new ones are torque bits. But I have that in my case. I didn't bring you guys on to show you, but trust me, I got it. Alright, let me switch this H3 to a H15. H20 fits H15 fits. H20 fits Mack. Put this little adapter on my ratchet. I know you guys can't see, so I'm narrating what I'm doing. Alright, get these babies in there. This guy's all up in the way like a hater. They're both gonna mess with me. You know what, actually, I'm going to switch because this is a long ratchet, which means it's getting more, it's tightening up more, because I got more leverage. So let me go ahead and grab the right size ratchet. I got a long ratchet like that. This is also a nice ratchet. I got a swivel, Mack swivel, another one, little daddy, quarter. Alright. Oh, I don't want a long one. I don't want to overturn that boat. So I'll use the knockoff snap-on to the Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh. Looks just like the snap-on one. There's literally no difference except for the name of it. Same color in the same spots, everything. The only difference is, I don't know, probably the gear, how many teeth there is, and the name. Oh, fell right out of it. Man, I need to go take some more cough medicine. I thought I was done after my antibiotics and everything, but apparently I still got a stuffy nose. So I had pneumonia for about, started feeling sick about last Wednesday. About a full week now. And remember, guys, this is aluminum. It will strip, so snug her up there. You don't got a He-Man it. As soon as it starts to get hard, man, I can't stay in there. What the? Maybe this is the wrong size, because as soon as it goes to try and snugs up, it tries to pop out. There we go. The reason I said let me switch to the small ratchet is because the first one I did of these, being here at this new place, I used my long one and I snapped them right off into it. I had to, thank God they were fresh bolts, so it probably wouldn't have came out as easy as it did, but I might even have to tap an extractor into it. I just set it in it and it popped it right out. Give it one last little tug-a-wug. Tight. Yep, that was tight. That was tight. Alright, now we'll put these back in for good this time. Can't believe how good them sat like that. That's nice. And it did not come with the new plate. The last ones we got did though, came with the plate and the bolt, but these ones didn't. Now to make sure they're straight, like it'll set. If it don't set in there, set them into the thing, then it's not no good. But as long as it's set in there straight, you're good to go. So same thing, I'm not going to use my ratchet or my big ratchet. Where's my short snap-on ones at? Ain't there in my big box, because I use these little Pittsburgh ones so much. I want to use the good ones when I have to. Try and save on life. You know, or $200 for a ratchet. You don't want it to die. You don't want it to break. Dude, look at that. How it looks. That camera is amazing. Look up close. You can see the little... Look at that. I love this camera, man. On this phone. And it's not even set on... What is that? Professional or studio or whatever it is. It's not even set on there. It's just on basic camera. That's why I love saying. So maybe my daughter's like, Dad, why don't you switch to iPhone? I told her, because I'm a real boy. Alright. And that's it. That is the install. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to button all this up back together. I just wanted to show you in-depth of a teardown, like a full video. 42 minutes long. Wow. It could have been done a lot faster, but stopping, explaining, and all that other good stuff. But there you go, guys. Here's the video. Appreciate you for staying to watch it if you did. Give me a like, comment, subscribe if you think it was good enough to. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. And I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. See you on the next one.